Good morning, everyone. Very pleased to be back with you today for the second day of the Reluxury Talks. I'm very pleased to be with you and start the day with amazing startups which will actually introduce you what they do, the innovation they have built, and introduce the way they handle and they tackle the problem of sustainability and circularity. I'm very pleased this morning to start with someone that I do appreciate a lot for his commitment and his vision about combining heritage, history, and a great product that he will introduce to you in a minute. Let me invite on stage with me Paul, CEO of Motosacoche. So Paul MERZ, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Who amongst you already know Motosacoche? You, okay, nice. So Motosacoche is a brand that started in the early 20th century, in 1904 in Geneva. It was two brothers, the Dufaux brothers, who decided to build this motorbike. So at the beginning it was a bicycle, which they've decided to equip with a motor that could bring or help the bicycle move up to 45 kilometers per hour. That's how the motorcycle industry began at the beginning of the century. The engine got bigger and bigger and bigger, the frame got bigger, bigger and bigger, and it ended up being motorcycles just as this one, who won the Bol d'Or, for example, or international races. The factory that they've built in Acacia, so it's in Geneva, employed 1,200 people at the max in the 1920s. It was one of the most famous bike manufacturer in Europe. It equipped Triumph, it equipped Royal Enfield, so it was really popular, and they got their reputation from their engine, their motor, which was really, really strong, really, really powerful, and also very reliable. So that's the Swiss industry at its best in the motorcycle industry. So the two brothers, as I mentioned, their first invention, the first Type A. This is the fact. So that's the fact that they've won several world records, 43. And I've started the project in 2021, hiring designers, hiring engineers, hiring salespeople, and we started working on the new Type A. So we revived the Sacoche legend. It's based on the old Type A. It has the same architecture. We just decided to electrify it, so make it fully electrical, and starting with the motor. So one thing that is really strong with that bike is that we are manufacturing our own engine, our own motor. It has 1,000 watts. So it's one of the most powerful motor that you can get on the market. It looks a little bit like a watch, so you can see it turning. It's called a nut runner, so you can see it turning behind the glass, which makes it look very exceptional. It has the lowest electrical consumption that you can get, so it's super efficient, and everything's manufactured here in Geneva. So we are also one of the only one on the market manufacturing our own engine. It's also sustainable, and that's a very important fact for us, and it's also a mission. When you're starting to build a company and a product, you really want to make sure that it comes at the right price to the right people, and that you find the market for you. And that's already like super complex, because there's tons of competition. You have to find the good advantage, and if you add on top sustainability, it becomes really tough, because for example, at the moment, no industry in Europe is capable of building bikes and bikes components, or not. There are some industries, but most of them they move to Taiwan or to Asia, and most of the components you can find nowadays on a bike, they are made in Asia. So finding the right components, finding the right industries, the right companies that can help you build your product in Europe, that's already a struggle. Then if you add on this innovations such as what we provide on Motosacoche, a repairable battery, that makes it even more complex because you add complexity on a topic that's already subtle and complex. Battery, they cost a lot, they're hard to find, so it's already hard to provide a normal battery on the bike. But we've decided to go further, and we've decided to make the first repairable battery. So if you have any problem with one of the cell on the bike, most of the manufacturers, they take the battery, they put it aside, so they destroy it, and then they place a new one that you will pay roughly about 1,000 or 2,000 Swiss francs, based on the capacity. We have decided to make it repairable, meaning we can open it, we can change the cell that's malfunctioning, we can place a new cell, we can close the pack, and then it goes back to the bike. It's more efficient, it costs less. For the customers, and of course for the environment, that's a huge advantage. And that's the kind of commitment we have for our product, even at the beginning, because most of the people who start this kind of project, they start making money, they want to make money first, and then they want to, at some later stage, they want to add those kind of commitments, and they want to add. And they end up never doing it because it makes one profitable company. They want to keep it profitable, and they never invest in such a program. So that is why for us it's super important. We can also monitor the battery, the cell, independently on the bike while the rider is riding his bike. So we have permanent contact with the bike through IoT, so GPS and the network. And we monitor the state of health of the battery. And then quality is also something super important. One thing that really motivated me when I started the project is that I have bought a bike from 1904, which I have ridden, so I could ride it with no problem 120 years later. I think that's something that we're missing at this point of history, is that we're building goods that last 5 to 10 years maximum. This one has lasted for 120 years, and that's also something that really matters to me, and that's what we've put on the product, like good quality components. We have made so high-end materials, Swiss finish, and that really makes a difference. I'm very confident that in 50 or 60 years from now, the bike will still work. It will still function, just because all the components that we have put in it are really the state of the art. They are good, they're solid, they are proven. And that's also something for the environment, of course, that is super important, is that if you build something, it has to last. And that's one of our commitments. We are at the stage now where we have started selling our e-bikes. So those are e-bikes 45 kilometers per hour. We have made one proof of concept in La Servette. So we had one small shop where we could put all the patrimony, so the old bikes, but also the new ones, and a place where we can assemble the bikes also. And that's what we will reproduce now. Early next year, we will build a new shop where people will be able to visit us, see the patrimony, see the old bikes, the old posters, the old machines, but also see the new bikes and meet the team who assembled the bikes. We have also made a book that was sold at 1,000 copies about the history of Motosacoche, because it's so super important for us. It really comes, the history comes as a privilege, because it's a really nice brand, it's a really nice history, but also as a burden, because it's a brand that has a huge it has a huge. So the brand is strong, and a lot of people know it for its quality. So it comes as a burden because we have to match that level of quality. We have to be at the level where the Dufault brother would be proud of us building this new bike. So, and that's really the kind of commitment we have with the bike. I am also really happy to talk. We have a booth here where you can see the product. So I'm also super happy to discuss about the product in detail. And also just to announce that we will raise funds starting February next year. So it will be around 3.5 million. And I'm also happy to discuss that topic if somebody is interested in investing in our company. Thank you very much, and have a good fair.
Wait, Paul. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions for Paul this morning? Well, hold on, I'm going to give you a mic. We do have some people connected, so they won't hear you well if I don't give you this. Thank you.
Hi, Paul again. Thank you, great presentation. I was just wondering, you mentioned the fundraising, but at which stage are you? You did already raise some funds in the past? Or?
Yes, we have raised a first round that was more business angels, so it was around 150,000. And then we've raised a round in early this year, and it was 1.2 million. Family offices and venture capitalists. And now this new round, I think, will be more venture capital.
Venture capital, okay.
Yeah.
So this is what you are looking for now, and this is to finance new investments?
Yes.
Or
yeah.
What is the target more to develop the sales network, or?
At the moment, so we have successfully built the product. So we have one product that can be sold to the customers and that match our expectations. And now we will move to the next stage where we will both need to expand the sales, so move to B2B, B2B2C, and then also make more marketing. So we need people to be aware of that bike. So we'll need to invest more in marketing, in the reputation online.
Social media and everything, I guess.
I beg your pardon?
Digital promotion, social media.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So, but also offline, online events. Yeah. So there's a lot to be done, and also we need the bike to be seen in the with the right person at the right time, and so that's a lot of investments. But also expand locally, expand geographically, because at the moment we're in Geneva and we sold only our bikes in Geneva, and we need to move to the rest of Switzerland. That's our top priority for the next 2 years. So that's how we're going to use the money.
And just one last question: is the retail price of the model we saw roughly?
It's starting at 14,890 Swiss franc.
Thanks for your questions.
Thanks. Just a quick question regarding your distribution strategy. When you want to expand in Switzerland or in Europe, I don't know, you want to get your own network, your own stores, or you want to sell through distributors?
Okay, so there's at the moment we are planning on building one flagship because we really need to have one home where we have our patrimony, our old bags, the new ones. But we are also planning on moving through a network that already exists, so using retailers that already exist, and that's our next move. In the end, I think if I'm thinking like 5 years, 6 years from now, I want to have more of our shops and less of distributors. But at the moment, we need to expand fast, and that's the best solution for us. So yes, that's how we're going to move. And also, we have also linked to your previous question. We also are planning to expand the range. So we will build a new model, start building a new model next year. And for us to build a model and to put it on the market takes 2 to 3 years. So we already need to think about the next moves and the next products.
I do have one question. You were talking about the fact that you need to expand your business abroad. And I was wondering, based on your analysis of your market, what would be your first target in terms of distribution and business development?
The first target, you mean the first distributors, the kind of...
Yeah, or where are your potential consumers or clients, I mean?
They're in Switzerland.
Right now, yeah, but in the future, where do you see them?
Yeah, at the moment, so it's a niche market for the 45 kilometers per hour. It's a really niche market that's super strong in Switzerland and super weak everywhere else. Like it's picking up in Netherlands, in Belgium, but most of the market is here in Switzerland. So there's already plenty of things to do here. Then for the other products, it will be different topics. But for that one, it's really like we're really focusing on Switzerland because that's where the clients are.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it in Germany. Like there are some opportunities in Germany. It's just that with the capital you have, you need to focus. And at the moment, there's so much to take in Switzerland that we need to focus in Switzerland. But we already have clients from Netherlands, from the US, from people asking for the bike everywhere in the globe. It's just we're not delivering yet because we're not ready yet to deliver to those countries. Yes. It is possible. It's an European homologation. It's called L1EB, and this lets us sell the bike all around Europe with the same homologation. So it's not that much of an issue. It's just that it's more commercial and it's more financial than legal.
Do you have any additional questions? So, thanks a lot. I'm joining you, Paul. I just would like to thank you because you demonstrate this morning that we are able to combine not only sustainability and sustainable product, but as well combine it with heritage, performance, design, quality, to really offer an amazing customer experience and a product that is very, very well thought and designed to deliver the best experience for your clients. So thank you very much for this demonstration and for this speech. And we make a short break of 10 minutes. We make a short break of 10 minutes and we come back with another startup, which is ID Genève Watches. Thank you.